Hi there, my name is Andrew Ive, founder and managing general partner of Big Idea Ventures. Every time we think we're in a new normal, something happens and we need to reset our expectations. Sometimes you just need to turn the news off and focus on what's directly in your control and what you can do to make the world better. Right now, there are innovators out there who are dedicating their lives to creating a more sustainable, climate-friendly future for us all. Big Idea Ventures launched the New Protein Fund, the world's #1 early-stage fund for alternative protein. It has invested in over 100 innovators working on alternative protein ingredients and technologies. The companies we invest in will deliver a more sustainable, more nutritious, affordable food system and help save the oceans. Big Idea Ventures is focused on solving the world's greatest challenges by backing the world's best entrepreneurs, scientists, and engineers. We recently introduced New Protein Fund 2, our latest fund, expanding our investment thesis to encompass groundbreaking companies in alternative protein, fat, taste, sweeteners, ingredients, as well as crops like coffee, chocolate, sugar, and palm. We're the only company globally focused on the newest companies in deep technologies, focused on alternative proteins, fat, and more. In the first fund, we partnered with global powerhouses like AAK, Avril, Bühler, Bell Group, Givaudan, and others. The New Protein Fund 2 will partner with some old friends, and we expect to partner with some new friends. But now let's focus on the 10 companies who you'll be hearing from today. Big Idea Ventures Online Demo Day celebrates the first cohort of our New Protein Fund 2. Today we'll be hearing from 10 innovative companies from around the globe. The founders of these companies have been working closely with the teams of the Big Idea Ventures Accelerator Program in New York, Paris, for the past 5 months. They've had the chance to use our network of experts and mentors to improve the product development, research practices, and funding strategy. And today, we're excited for them to share their vision with you. But before you can meet our accelerator companies, we'll have a keynote speech from an experienced founder of one of Big Idea Ventures' portfolio companies in New Protein Fund 1. I'm pleased to introduce Darko Mandic, founder and CEO of Meli Bio, who are producing the world's first plant-based honey made without bees. Over to you, Darko.
Hi everyone, my name is Darko Mandic, and I'm a co-founder and CEO of Meli Bio from San Francisco Bay Area. We are the world's first company to use science to make honey without bees. We're proudly backed by Big Idea Ventures, and we went through an amazing New York second cohort accelerator program. In April 2020, my co-founder Aaron Schaller and I joined the accelerator program to kick off the work on our company. At that time, we had a big idea, we had concept, and we had prototype samples that were just okay. Going through Big Idea Ventures and meeting amazing group of mentors, amazing group of fellow founders, amazing BIV team, and the investors helped us propel our company and helped us work on our both technology and the commercial pieces. The entrepreneurial journey is very difficult. Today, and in the past few years, our planet is definitely more volatile than it used to be on a regular basis. Being a founder today and building with this uncertainty is very challenging. I want to applaud every single one of you working on a company, working on something that's greater than you, and working on missions that this planet needs us to be successful at. Some of the things that we learned on our journey in the past 4 years now is that you're not alone. You have an amazing family which is Big Idea Ventures, you have a group of fellow founders equally passionate about the problems that they are tackling. Don't be a stranger. Connect with a fellow founder. Share a good story, share a bad story, because that's what the community is about. The community is here to celebrate your successes, and community is here to have your back when the times are difficult. In such challenging time to fundraise, it feels almost impossible to build the company at the same time and also getting all the necessary resources you need to scale. But now is also the time to really rethink what's that core problem that you want to solve. Now is the time when startups focus on something that they know that they're going to deliver the best. The time of doing everything and scaling multiple things at the same time has gone. On the other side, there's this big opportunity for people who are really passionate about certain problem to laser focus on it and deliver it. As you're graduating from the program, the real world out there is waiting for you. One of the things that we at MeliBio did was really stayed in touch with all the amazing people at Big Idea Ventures, because that team there is not only there to help you during your accelerator program, it can actually help you way more after the program. So being in touch with people in the program, reaching out to fellow founders and having a conversation is something that can help you share the burden of an entrepreneurial journey. I'm super excited about all of your solutions. Looking into companies graduating today from Big Idea Ventures, I feel excited about the world ahead of us, because the world ahead of us, even though how challenging it is going to face some solutions. Face solutions coming from Big Idea Venture startups that are making this planet a better place, that are using all kinds of technologies and approaches to fix the world and make it great. Finally, I would really like to share some wisdom around focus. Technology matters, and all of you are probably mostly focused on your technology. But please, leave a lot of energy to focus on commercialization, because building a technology just for the sake of technology is not the way how we're going to fix the world. Finding customers, winning markets, solving problems across the value chain is going to be rewarded by and opportunities to grow your sales, grow your presence in markets that you're tackling. So please make sure that after you put a lot of work in climbing the mountain of launching a new technology, that you leave at least the same amount of energy to commercialize your products. We're proud that after 3 years, MeliBio products have paying customers in the US and the EU. And I remember a time at Big Idea Ventures when we had prototypes that no one was able to taste. So believe in yourself, stay close to the BIV family, and I wish you all the luck in your future months post-graduation, and I'm cheering for all of your successes.
Thank you, Darko, for your inspiring words and insight. And now we are thrilled to present the talented startups of our latest cohort, driving a dynamic food revolution. At the end of every founder's speech, you'll see a QR code pop up on screen that will take you directly to their Calendly page. If you're interested in learning more about these companies, please use this link to book a one-to-one networking call with them. The link will also appear in the chat. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And I encourage you to consider, as you watch, which companies you'll want to engage with and support. Reach out to them.
Hi, My name is Ali Osman, and I'm the CEO of PFX Biotech. I'm here to introduce you to a game-changing venture that is not only changing the advanced nutrition market, but also transforming lives. Our story begins with the struggles of my own family. My son's cow milk protein allergy and my mother's bone health issues highlighted the need for specialized nutrition. We recognized that proteins could be the key to addressing these unique dietary needs. Examples of these proteins include lactoferrin, a protein with a powerful antimicrobial and immune boosting properties, osteopontin, an interesting protein to maintain bone health, and alpha-lactalbumin, a key protein for muscle protein synthesis and stress management. As you can see, these proteins have health-promoting properties beyond mere nutrition. The problem is that these proteins are scarce in cow milk, but they are abundant in human milk. Also, the amino acid sequence and the structure of these proteins in cow milk are significantly different than their structure in human milk, which is responsible partially for the so-called cow milk protein allergy currently impacting more than 15 million children worldwide. Traditional methods require processing vast quantities of cow milk to obtain even a very tiny amount of these proteins, resulting in a massive carbon emission footprint. In the case of lactoferrin, at least 50 liters of milk is needed to produce only 1 gram of lactoferrin. These proteins are also very expensive. At PFX Biotech, we have set out to change this for good. We are harnessing the power of biology and employing precision fermentation to develop specialty protein ingredients with 100% structure identity to those found in breast milk, ensuring they are non-allergenic. Thanks to our exclusive IP, which boosts protein production by up to 100 times, we can manufacture these proteins at a highly competitive cost while reducing carbon emissions by over 90%. We transfer designated genes to our own yeast and fungal strains, resulting in abundant production of our proteins under the right conditions. Our proteins are functional, non-GMO, animal-free, sustainable, and most importantly, non-allergenic. We are on a mission to supply these specialty proteins to advanced nutrition markets, enabling our customers to formulate products that cater to the specific needs of children, athletes, and the elderly. The advanced nutrition market is booming, with an estimated value of 197 billion euros by 2027. Notably, the cow milk protein allergy market is seeing double-digit growth, while sports and elderly nutrition markets are growing at a high single-digit rate. PFX Biotech enjoys a competitive advantage. Our IP gives us a cost advantage over direct competitors. Other players in the market produce commodity proteins for basic applications and thus are not seen to be directly competing with us. We're not just following the trend, we are setting a new standard in nutrition. We've already received significant support, having raised 200K from Big Ideas Venture. Key players in the industry, including some of the largest dairy and specialty ingredient companies, are showing strong interest and have placed sample orders. Our remarkable team, with over 40 years of combined experience in world-class dairy and specialty ingredient companies, is dedicated to making this vision a reality. Diana specializes in bioactivity assessment. Harry brings expertise in chemical engineering, open innovation, and IP law, while I have over a decade of experience in precision fermentation, scale-up, ingredients launch, and technical sales. We have made significant progress increasing protein yields. Our roadmap includes scaling up production in 2024, initiating regulatory process, and onboarding more customers, leading to our planned launch in the US in 2026 and in the EU and Asia Pacific in 2027. To take PFX to the next level, we are seeking 2.5 million euros. This will enable us to further develop our strains, scale up lactoferrin and osteopontin production, onboard the new customers, gather essential data for FDA and EFSA approval, and of course, expand our team with key hires. This is a brilliant opportunity to join a pioneering startup that's making a positive impact on the lives of millions while offering a high return on investment. Join us on this incredible journey. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Elio, founder and CEO of Future Cow. We are on a mission to make milk without cows. Today, the industry needs approximately 2,400 cows to produce 15,000 kilos of casein. We can make the same amount using precision fermentation in a facility of only 200 square meters. That is to show how precision fermentation can be much more efficient compared with animal production. We are the first movers in Brazil. We are developing a technology with some geographical advantage. Our business model is B2B. We want to produce animal-free milk protein as ingredient for the dairy industry. We have received funding from Antler and Big Idea Ventures. We are in conversation to pilot test with Tetra Pak. Our timeline, by December, we are going to release our first prototype. In January, we're going to test our technology on a pilot plant with a 5,000 liters bioreactor. From there, our plan is to build a facility in partnership with the dairy industry. I'm an entrepreneur with over 20 years of experience. Rosana is my co-founder and chief science with 15 years of experience as a food engineer, 75 publications and 6 patents. We are growing our team, technical and IP, and we are bringing some strategic advisors on board. I'm interested in meeting with the corporate and discuss some business opportunities. Come and join us and be the pioneers in South America.
My name is Michael, and I'm the co-founder and COO of Harvest Moon, and we are the future of dairy. For years, my co-founder and I have led high-impact organizations that make our food systems more sustainable and humane, and we founded Harvest Moon with the same vision that defines our lives: a better world for people, for animals, and for our planet. In recent years, we've helped the largest food distributors in North America to transition millions of meals to plant-based. And across the board, these companies are telling us there's unprecedented demand for alternative dairy, but they're also saying they can't meet it because the products on the market today are falling very short of their customers' expectations. This is a huge missed opportunity. In the next couple of years, the global dairy sector will top $1 trillion. But the alt dairy share of that will be less than 5%. So why is plant-based dairy still so alternative? The answer is a key missing ingredient: casein. It's 80% of milk protein, and it's what makes cheese melt and stretch, milks froth, and creams whip. It gives form and structure to butter and ice cream, and it even helps yogurt to ferment better. And without it, alt dairy just can't compete. But conventional dairy brings considerable challenges. First, it's full of lactose, and billions of people are lactose intolerant. Many dairy products also contain high levels of bad cholesterol, which is a leading cause of heart disease. And cattle farming is a top emitter of greenhouse gases that are warming our planet up to hundreds of times faster than carbon. So to change our food system for the better, we had to think outside of the cow. Harvest Moon is the first company in Canada using microorganisms to make animal-free casein, and with it, we're bringing alt dairy into the mainstream and transforming the dairy sector. To do something that big, you have to be better. So first, we're creating proprietary strains capable of producing far more casein, and that not only makes us scalable, but ultimately cheaper than conventional dairy. Secondly, we're making proprietary formulations. So compared to conventional dairy, products made with Harvest Moon's protein will be higher in functionality, nutrition, and digestibility, lower in allergens and lactose and cholesterol free. And we want to be completely sustainable. So we're transforming agricultural waste into our feedstock and upcycling our spent biomass. and that's bringing down our cost of production. Now, we're an ingredients firm with a huge vision, so we're forming strategic partnerships with the largest food ingredients and dairy products companies in the world so we can leverage their incredible manufacturing capabilities and their vast distribution networks and cost share as we scale. And none of this would be possible without our amazing team. Our scientists are among the top in their space, and it's because of them we've achieved key milestones this year, including our proof of concept and US provisional patent. Moving forward, we're scaling up to pilot, filing our full patent applications globally, doing prototype demonstrations, and finalizing our partnership agreements. And to support that work, we're raising $1.5 million in seed funding by March 2025. We all want to build a better world, and Harvest Moon was founded to achieve that goal. So join us. Help us grow our company. Get in touch. We're expanding our ecosystem, and we'd love to hear from potential investors, corporate partners, and people in our supply chain. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Jyrki Korhonen. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Perfect Technologies. We make healthy plant-based fats. Let me start with a quick fact. 25 to 30% of our daily energy intake should come from fats. Fats help, for example, with the absorption of vitamins, production of hormones, and the proper functioning of the brain. In general, we all do get enough fats, because fats are everywhere. So what is the problem? Solid fats, such as palm oil, coconut oil, and butter, are very functional and used extensively in the food industry. They're functional because they have a high share of saturated fats. These are the bad guys that block your arteries and cause a number of serious diseases. Not only are they bad for your health, but they're also bad for our planet. Luckily, there are plenty of healthy oils out there. The issue with oils is that they lack the structure required in many food applications. We have come up with a way to combine the best of both worlds. A fat that is healthy, functional, and more sustainable. It's got 80% less saturated fat than traditional fats, up to 25% fewer calories, and up to 30% of dietary fiber. What this means for food producers is that they can offer consumers healthier foods and have the evidence to back it up. For you as a consumer, this means that you can have your croissant and eat it too. So how do we make this magic happen? In a nutshell, we can take any vegetable oil and we go through a 3-step process involving emulsification, encapsulation, and final assembly, and voila, out comes healthy solid fat. Sounds very easy, but there's a lot of IP behind it. The global market for fats is huge. Our initial market focus will be on bakery and filling applications. Our main competition is really traditional fats. There are, of course, other companies working on alternative fats, but nobody can beat us on combination of health and functionality. Furthermore, we don't need any EU novel food approvals, so we're ready to enter the market right away. We are a B2B food technology company selling our fat ingredients to food producers. In the future, we will also likely license our technology. The team has raised already 2 million euros of public grants prior to establishing the company, and some more after it. We've also raised 250,000 of pre-seed funding from the University of Helsinki and Big Idea Ventures. We're currently testing our product together with a large number of industrial players, and we have just signed our first LOIs. Over the next few years, we intend to expand our product range, our range of applications, and our geographic footprint. We aim to start generating revenues second half of 24 and aim to have our own production up and running within 3 years. We built a very complementary team with lots of expertise across different areas, including tech, finance, B2B sales, and operations. We are currently raising a round of €1.25 million to scale up our operations and to sign up our first 10 customers. Thank you very much and look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Antonella De Lazzari. I am the CBO and one of the co-founders at Natura Nova. As we all know, conscious consumerism is an evident trend leading to a $1 trillion market for healthier sugar alternatives. However, the number of people with chronic diseases like diabetes continue to grow at the same pace. This controversy stems from the lack of alternative ingredients to provide healthier products with an authentic sugar taste. To address this, at Natura Nova, we changed the way nature is perceived. Every fruit and vegetable is a source of knowledge in itself, composed of intelligent molecules, peptides, that can enhance taste and quality in food. Yet, for example, only 0.2% of these intelligent molecules have been found in an apple so far. So can you imagine what would happen if we extrapolate this figure to all the vegetables and fruit in nature? Well, to answer this, Natura Nova is creating a technology that uncovers hidden benefits from nature to bring a new category of flavors based on peptides that can be used in a wide variety of food and beverages applications. How? Well, we use our technology to first analyze all the properties that govern the nature of peptides, to then understand how and which these peptides can perform as flavors, mimicking how humans sense flavors. So Natura Nova is a B2B company that provides new and unique, natural, healthier and sustainable ingredients to the food and beverage industry. Our aim is to help these companies innovate rapidly, empowering their consumers to live healthy, deliciously. And we achieve this combining our technology with precision fermentation capabilities. Our initial focus is on sweet flavor peptides, where we have successfully discovered new sweet peptides following our proof of concept, which has undergone extensive testing by renowned companies, validating its organoleptic properties such as stability, flavor, and sweetness potency. The positive feedback has generated revenue exceeding $100,000 to discover customized peptides tailored to specific food matrices. To make this possible, we are a committed team with the right vision and skills to build the bridge between nature and the food industry. So it's not a myth that nature knows best. At Natura Nova, we are ready to decode its secrets. So if you are a food and beverage company ready to join our journey, we are excited to make you try our peptides so you can validate how they can enhance or rather revolutionize your products to give your consumers the food experience they deserve. And if you are an investor, this is a startup for you to support. Thank you very much.
I'm Tim Lennox, CEO of Sound Eats. I spent over a decade and a half in the traditional seafood industry, and over that time, saw the incredible impacts of climate change on our global fisheries. From warming oceans, fish migrations, to entire fisheries being shut down, I knew I needed to do something more sustainable, so that my daughter and generations to come would be able to enjoy the wonderful source of protein that is seafood. So let me ask you a question. When you eat seafood, what are you eating? Well, you are eating the contractile muscle of that fish. And that's exactly what we're setting out to grow here at Sound Eats. By deriving stem cells from lean white fish, applying our proprietary technology, we are enabling affordable production regardless of scale. As our population continues to grow and more people understand the incredible health benefits of having seafood in their diet, demand is outstripping supply. So at Sound Eats, we formed an interdisciplinary team of stem cell engineers, tissue engineers, geneticists, and bioprocessing experts with experience across the entire production process. However, we recognize that the current state of the cultivated seafood industry is as equally unsustainable as the traditional seafood industry, and this is due to its prohibitively high costs of production. Well, at Sound Eats, we have identified that growth factors are one of the most expensive components to the production, representing over 95% of the media costs. And our team has developed a technology to remove growth factors from the production process. Our team's decades of experience in growing contractile muscle from stem cells has enabled the development of a technology whereby we target specific pathways within the cells and turn them into their own little factories, so they produce what they need when they need it, thereby removing growth factors from our production process. This, combined with our drop-in production, we are enabling the ability to revolutionize the global seafood industry by providing a clean, healthy, sustainable source of seafood for generations to come. Our first product is going to be a one-for-one replacement in the existing seafood processing infrastructure, surimi. Now, what is surimi, you may ask? Well, surimi is the primary ingredient in California rolls, which is the #1 selling sushi item in the US, comprising over 25% of all sushi sales. Now, this is a fundamentally different approach than others out there. We didn't go to the grocery store and find the most expensive item and work our costs down to that price point. We are rapidly accelerating down the cost curve to enable we have a product everyone can enjoy. We're doing this by building on sound scientific principles. And with the support of Big Idea Ventures, we've developed our first induced pluripotent stem cell line, and we'll be implementing our growth factor independence over the course of the next 2 years to be in position to initiate our approval process with the FDA. And I'd note we've already had detailed discussions with the FDA outlining our entire scientific roadmap. We're here today to raise $2 million in our pre-seed round. These funds will be used to build out our scientific team, continue the growth factor independence of our cell line, and scale up our initial prototypes. This is an incredible opportunity for each of you to invest in Sound Eats. As we've made several scientific breakthroughs, we look forward to catching up with each of you after this. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Pierfrancesco Mazzolini and I am the CEO and co-founder of Easttime. In this time, we have developed and patented an innovative solution which leverages ultrasound technologies to help producers in the field of cell culturing accelerate their fermentation process by up to 30% in a more sustainable and cost-effective manner. We're all aware about the problem around scalability in the global biomanufacturing market. In fact, according to BCG, the total operating capacity globally for fermentation-based proteins is of 60 million liters. 10 billion liters, however, is what we need by 2030 in order to fulfill the demand for fermentation-based proteins. Adopting new bioreactors is not the only solution. In fact, there is the growing perception for the need of enabling technologies which can optimize the already existing facilities which are in place. Eastime wants to be at the forefront for all those players who are seeking to improve and meet their productivity goals. Current bioreactors have not changed for decades. In fact, they're characterized by their fixed fermentation time, by their fixed yield, and by their poor automation process. So in order to revolutionize this market, we have developed YT01, which is a dynamic and interchangeable device applicable to the exterior layer of already existing bioreactor. But how does this technology work? We transduce an ultrasound signal directly to the cell of the microorganism, resulting in an overall reduction of the fermentation process of up to 30% with a direct increase in yield. Our technology is then supported by our software device, which helps to the client of a real-time monitoring of our solution on the main parameters of the fermentation process, such as temperature, density, pH, and CO2 levels. So by installing our solution in their production facilities, our clients will benefit not only from increases in production, but also from increases in profits and reduction in CO2 levels. We have identified the craft brewery market as our beachhead market. In fact, it presents a total estimated market value of 5 billion. We are, however, already developing solutions for targeting the fermentation-based protein industry, which presents a total estimated market value of 11 billion. We differ from our competitors for installing a solution which can meet parameters of efficiency in terms of fermentation time reduction and increases in yield of up to 30% while maintaining low cost of adaptability. Eastime is a B2B startup which monetizes through the rent of our devices based on the volume of bioreactors, through monthly subscriptions to our software, and through annual maintenance services. For what regards the craft brewery market, we have already 40 devices pre-ordered in our pipeline, and we have already 2 pilot contracts in place to test our technology for biomass fermentation and for bacteria with 2 large corporates. So the secret behind the development of our technology relies in the multidisciplinarity nature of our team, which has experts in the field of industrial biotechnology, full stack development, electrical engineering, and sales and marketing. We are supported by 2 trusted advisors in the field of fermentation and ultrasound engineering. 2021 and 2022 for us were all about developing our first MVP and filing our patent application. In 2023, we are developing our first industrial device on 2,000-liter bioreactors to then enter the market in 2024 and scale internationally in 2025. To do this, we are seeking for 1 million euros to allocate for the production scale-up and to generate the first 250K in annual recurring revenues, and to expand our team with key hirings. Thank you very much, and help us scale the future of fermentation together.
My name is Josh Yates, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Pioneer Biolabs. At Pioneer Biolabs, we're using the latest genomics technology to solve one of the biggest challenges facing the alternative protein industry today. The ability to use microorganisms to produce food proteins is a technology that has the potential to disrupt the food and agriculture industries, and the market opportunity is massive. The problem is, getting a microbe to produce large amounts of a protein it doesn't naturally make can be a difficult process. Scientists often spend months to years modifying the genes of a microbe to help it produce a specific protein more efficiently. The way this typically works is a scientist will make a change to one of the genes, grow a bunch of the cells, and measure the protein production. If the protein production increased, this process is then repeated until the cell produces adequate amounts of the protein. You could call this approach the guess and check method. For a typical microorganism with over 6,000 genes, the process of testing individual changes and combinations of changes can take a long time. At Pioneer Biolabs, we're developing a powerful platform that will change the way scientists engineer cells. In just a couple of weeks, we can test hundreds of thousands of changes and quickly identify the ones that increase protein production. Our platform works by combining several patented technologies. The first lets us create millions of cells where each individual cell has a single change in one of its genes. The second technology lets us measure the protein production of each individual cell and quickly separate out the ones with the best changes. We then take the best changes and combine them to create a highly optimized cell. Because our platform lets us grow cells in actual bioreactor conditions, we can increase the probability of success when scaling up. Companies that want better cells can partner with us to identify a microorganism, a target protein, and bioreactor conditions, and then we use our technology to engineer a highly optimized strain that is licensed to the company for continued use. What sets us apart is our platform uses real experimental data and is focused solely on protein production. We've started to develop relationships with numerous companies and are in active conversations with several of them. We have a very creative team with extensive experience in developing not only powerful genomic technologies, but some of the most widely used computational tools. Over the past couple years, we've been able to build out our patent portfolio, and this next year, we will start pilot testing with a few companies interested in our technology and plan on opening our seed round. We're excited about the impact our technology will have on the industry and look forward to speaking with interested investors about our seed round. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Petros, co-founder and CEO of Zymoscope. We make fermentations easy and scalable with data. Fermentation, the most ancient food processing technique, is today capable of transforming the future of food. But to reach scalability, we need better understanding and continuous process control. Current methods to monitor and control the process require the user to be on site and go through another 4 steps before taking any action. A process that provides one data point at a time. Weak data flow and poor decision making confers to 3 main challenges: low capacity utilization, suboptimal yields, and high OPEX per batch. At Zymoscope, we enable fermentation 5.0, allowing for a simple and continuous fermentation process. Our non-invasive sensor device is easily installed on any bioreactor and measures parameters without getting in contact with the fermented media. Parameters are then processed via our proprietary data processing algorithms, which allow the user to monitor and control critical process parameters via our app. By enabling a data-driven and continuous fermentation processing, we allow our customers to increase capacity by 10%, optimize yield, while reducing OPEX per batch by 20%. Our business model is hardware as a service on a per unit per month basis, from real-time monitoring at 145 to full automatic control at 235 euros. We work with biomass fermentation companies, for example, White Labs, a leading global yeast manufacturing company, and Traditional, a brewery part of Heineken Group France. Right now, we have 4 paying customers and 28 units deployed, and we have signed contracts to expand to 220 units, reaching an annual recurring revenue of 300K. In terms of competition, we are unique not only because we offer a non-invasive technology, but also a vertically integrated solution allowing for complete process control. Including the 3 fermentation segments, traditional, biomass, and precision, from breweries to biopharma, the process analytical technology market is expected to reach $137 billion in 2028. We are a diverse team combining an ideal set of competences from biotech, sensor technologies, software engineering, and entrepreneurship, sharing a common and strong passion about fermentation and data. We have already secured a Eurosas project of 500K, and now we are raising 1 million euros more to finalize our sensor device, expand sales in order to be able to reach 60K MRR in H2 2025. Let's transform the future of food with Fermentation 5.0 together. Thank you.
What if 90% of the products in your portfolio were unviable? And we had a solution for that. Hi, I'm Zoe. I'm the CEO and co-founder of New Wave Biotech, where we're unlocking the power of synthetic biology with our AI bioprocess engineering software. Earlier you heard from PFX, Harvest Moon, and Future Cow. Synbio innovators like them are finding new ways to produce food, biomaterials, bioplastics, and much more, changing how we eat, what we wear, and how we make things. BCG predicts that 1/3 of global manufacturing will be produced with synthetic biology by 2030, replacing animal and petrochemical products, transforming the sustainability of our supply chains. But today, 90% of synthetic biology's technologies fail to scale. That's because R&D is expensive and slow. Typically, it takes 3 to 10 years to go from lab to market at $10,000 to $100,000 per experiment. Many companies just run out of money before they're even viable, let alone optimal. That's why we started New Wave Biotech. We empower synbio innovators with the tools to get to market quicker, better, and at lower cost with our AI bioprocess optimization software. Traditionally, developing synbio technologies is a long, risky, and expensive process, needing a lot of repeated experimentation and expert support. With our software, you input your requirements, and the software will simulate thousands of processes and recommend the highest potential ones to experiment on. The system will then learn from the data gathered in experiments to further improve the process. This completely transforms how synbio technologies are developed. To give you a sense of what this means, to conduct 1,000 experiments the traditional way takes 27 years and $10 million to $100 million. With our way, it's an hour, with $15,000 to $60,000. It's not just cheaper and quicker. It completely transforms R&D from a slow, iterative process to one driven by big data-led decision-making. That's 200,000 times quicker, 160 times lower cost, and 10,000 times the data points. We operate a tiered software subscription model to fit different customers' ability to pay, and we're targeting the food and beauty ingredient biotech market with the opportunity to expand into many more. There are competitors, but our solution is the only one that doesn't require large amounts of data to get started and uses real-life data to help users continuously improve over time. We are a team united by our mission to help synbio pioneers change the world. I'm Zoe. My background is in consulting, where I spent the last decade launching digital solutions in traditional industries to transform how they operate. My co-founder Ollie is an experienced data engineer and former lead developer at biotech company LabGenius, where they took their R&D from Excel to AI. Our bioprocess engineering lead Victoria has spent the last 10 years scaling bioprocesses from lab to production. We are also supported by expert advisors in both business and technical areas. We only started a year ago, and we've already built a £4 million a year customer pipeline with 2 pilots ongoing. We've also raised $500,000 and received great support from leading industry organizations. Because we've received so much support, we're not raising at the moment, but we will be at the beginning of next year. We know we can't change the world alone. That's why we're always looking for strategic partners and investors. Come talk to us and join our journey. Thank you.
Thank you so much for attending our very first demo day for New Protein Fund 2. We really hope that you have enjoyed the exciting pitches by our startups. We hope you take the chance to book one-to-one meeting with these founders. At this point, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to all of our amazing speakers, startups, and partners for making this possible. Thank you to our important investors, AAK, Beulah, and others, as well as our government partners and mentors. You've inspired our founders to guide them throughout their journey. Last, but certainly not least, a shout out to the entire Big Idea Ventures team across Paris and New York, and our startups for all their hard work in making the demo day happen. Thank you all for joining. And don't wait to see, we're going to have another demo day soon from Singapore. Goodbye. Thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye-bye.